Hey, what's up, guys? Well, the fight ended, hell, maybe 30 minutes ago. Shit, I was eating salad, man. I was gonna finish my salad. Um, I think this is gonna be a post fight that Spencer characters ain't gonna like. So go ahead and click that thumbs down button. Much appreciated. Look, man. Let's start from the beginning, all right? I was kind of surprised. Errol Spence came in at 156. Showtime said, basically only 10 pounds heavier than welterweight. I was kind of shocked at that, man. He didn't put on much weight after the weigh-in. You know, that was pretty shocking. That was pretty shocking. I thought that was very light. But yeah, so he came in light. Ocampo came in at what I think 162. They said. Of course, he was the bigger guy. He was the taller guy. And what did I see in the fight? People. The only thing people are gonna talk about, remember, and brag about, and yell about, and the only thing that's gonna be said in this fight is, oh, Errol Spence, he got a first round stoppage. He outmatched the guy. The guy was no challenge for him. He's got so much power. Blah blah blah. Let me tell you what I saw. I saw an Errol Spence, as I said in the pre-fight, a guy who does not like it when somebody's throwing back at him. He does not like volume. He likes to be that, front foot heavy, dictating the pace, being the bully in the ring. But if you throw fire back at Errol Spence, if you give him some volume, he gets uncomfortable, man. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like being a smaller man in the ring. Ocampo, taller, longer reach. He was kind of having problems getting in the seam, Errol Spence. And yeah, I was enjoying the dynamic of the fight. Ocampo landed some good shots on Errol Spence, to the head and the body. But he landed one really good body shot with a right. It looked like Errol Spence kind of grimaced a little bit. I could see that mouthpiece kind of, I don't know if he was just doing that or what, but I think it was because of the punch. I don't think he just opened his mouth because he wanted to. But yeah, Ocampo was doing what I thought he would do, man. He was letting his hands go, throwing combinations, went to the body on Spence. He was not being a super shy guy in there. He was actually standing the ground. He was not, backing up, all that kind of stuff. He was almost daring Spence to come in on him, And hell, I was about to score this round a 10-10 round. I was. I was almost tempted that the way the round was going to give it to Ocampo, but Spence was making a comeback. He had evened it up in my eyes. And then, of course, at the end, all right, Errol Spence was throwing low blows in this fight. He was. He hit Ocampo with a low blow shortly before he got the knockout, and before that, I think he might have hit him at least 2 times below the belt early in the round. So, future opponents need to look out for that, and referees need to look out for that. Need to be instructed to look out for that. Ocampo, man, he made a big mistake, man. He was too close to the ropes, man. Being a sitting target for Errol Spence, man. Being a sitting target to get targeted to the body, man. 22-year-old guy. He said he's been a pro for 6 years, but he's still a young guy, But yeah, he just put himself in the wrong place, man, and it sucks, And yes, I'm gonna go here. I don't give a damn if you don't like it, but it's the facts, man. Errol Spence was a world champion, man. Defending his title in his hometown. second title defense, and he did not mandate random blood and urine testing for this fight, man. You know, hell, for not we already know he's not subjected between fights a year round, but just not even leading up to the fight, man. Did not use USADA, man. No blood and urine testing random, and whether that caused him to have an increase in power, I don't know. Who knows? But the fact is, there was no random blood and urine testing for this fight or between fights, and he stopped this guy in the first round, man, with a body shot. And I talk about how I want random blood and urine testing for the betterment of boxing, fans, the fighters. Who knows? If Errol Spence was randomly tested blood and urine year round, subjected, maybe this fight goes a little longer. Maybe we get a little bit more bang for our buck, a little bit more entertainment. I would have hated to have spent a pretty good dime to see an Errol Spence fight at the Star and just got one round. I would have, man. And look, like I said, people just gonna be hung up on the knockout, the power, To me, Errol Spence didn't look hot. I already think the guy's overrated. But look, this guy he fought when the odds closed. It was Ocampo was a plus 5,000 underdog. Errol Spence at my casino, he was a minus 12,500 favorite over Ocampo. That's how much money had flown in on Errol Spence, man. He was that heavy of a favorite. And at the end of the first round, if Ocampo would have survived, if you wouldn't have got knocked down and knocked out, I was gonna score the 10-10, man. He had done some good work in that round. A guy who we had not heard of, a plus 5,000 underdog, was that competitive in the round with Spence. The guy was supposed to be, the next big thing, the next Floyd, the next big star, top pound for pound guy. The way Errol Spence looked tonight and that 156, hell, I think Sean Porter, I've always felt that Sean Porter gives him fits, man. With that kind of volume and that kind of pressure, constant, Errol Spence not going to be able to just stand there and pick Sean Porter apart. Sean Porter going to be closing distance on Errol Spence. Errol Spence would be forced to fight off his back foot. He'd be forced to back up, and try to deal with pressure, man. And I don't think he's going to deal with it too good, man. I don't. Sean Porter be coming in on inside the long arms, giving him fits, man. Now, even though I'm more of a Porter fan, I'm not a Danny Garcia fan. I'm definitely more of a Porter fan, but hell, honestly, and even though I don't want him to, I kind of favor Danny Garcia in that fight, man. Because we saw what happened when he fought Lucas Matisse. Lucas Matisse was coming forward with lots of power and pressure, and Danny Garcia outboxed him beautifully on the back foot, man. And he might be able to do that to Sean Porter, But out of those two guys, who would I rather see fight Errol Spence? Sean Porter. But if Danny Garcia fights Errol Spence, I still give him a shot, man. Look, Danny Garcia got power, man. He got power, if he lands flush on you with that left hook, man, hell, he finished off Brandon Rios with a straight right, didn't he? I think. Man, Danny Garcia got power, man. If he lands flush on Errol Spence, it could be interesting, man. It could be interesting, Errol Spence not gonna blow through Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford like he did Ocampo. He's not. These guys are experienced pros, man, high level pros, champions. And speaking of Terrence Crawford, in the post fight, Jim Gray mentioned all the names on the PBC Showtime side. Then he kind of mumbled out Terrence Crawford's name like he really didn't want to mention him. And Errol Spence talking about I want to unify with either Danny Garcia or Sean Porter, um, saying that they might fight in, I think he said October, September, October, something like that. Um, so he don't think that he'll be able to get him in the ring this year, and that was all he said. Well, if that's the case, Mr. Unification, Mr. I want all the belts. I want to fight the best. If that's the case, why are you not calling out Terrence Crawford for the end of the year? Why are you not trying to make that fight? Why are you not trying to get that belt? He didn't say Terrence Crawford's name in the post fight, did he? Did not say Terrence Crawford's name, man. Terrence Crawford, who just won a belt, #1 pound for pound in these eyes. So where was the call out, Errol Spence? Why you didn't say Terrence Crawford's name? He's available. He's gonna fight in October. Hell, maybe, if you're willing to make the fight, maybe it can be, later on in the year, toward the end of the year, maybe December or so, November, December. But he didn't say Terrence Crawford's name. So as far as I know, what Errol Spence gonna have, a volunteer coming up probably. He can squeeze another fight in this year. This is June. They got 6 months. He gonna stay inactive and wait until next summer, spring, to fight the winner of Porter and Garcia. Is that his plan? These guys fight in September, October, and he gonna have all that time off between fights and then try to get one of those guys in the ring. Probably, but sometime between March and June of 2019. Take a big long break. With no random blood and urine testing. Yes, not enrolled in the clean boxing program, and then try to get those guys in the ring. Is that the game plan? That's probably what he's gonna try to do. So I'm saying it right now. Be on the lookout, be prepared. And if that's what he's doing, if he's not trying to make a fight, I'm gonna be saying this shit, man. Why he not calling out Terrence Crawford, man? Mr. I want all the belts. I want to be undisputed. Don't try to collect all the titles on the PBC side. Go ahead and fight Terrence Crawford, man. Shit, get that belt. If you think you're the man, you can do it. So, Ocampo, man, I feel bad for the guy, man. He fought an A-side champion who did not mandate random blood and urine testing, man. Then loaded up and hit him in the body, man. And is Spence on up and up? Who knows? Without the random testing in between fights, leading up to the fights, who knows? Nobody knows what these guys are doing without tests. So, so you guys can't defend him and say, he's clean or whatever, and I can't say that he's dirty, because we don't know. We just don't know without tests. So, and let me say, Ocampo, man, he will be back, man. This guy has talent, man. This guy, he can fight. He can fight. I think we will see him again. Before he challenges for a title again, I do believe he will challenge for a title again. And hell, he might win a title. The guy's only 22. Hell, he could box another 10 years, man. And this could have just been a learning experience for the guy, man. He's a big welterweight. He can be around for a while and challenge for a title again at some point. So, I just want to say that about Ocampo, man. I'm not downgrading Ocampo or calling him a bum, nothing like that, man. I think this guy has skills and can fight, man. But he just made a mistake, went against the ropes, stayed there too long and got hit, man. He should not have allowed that. But like I said, he was young, didn't really know any better. So, I think that's it, guys. I think I've covered everything. I didn't mention how Spence and Jerry Jones was sucking each other off in the post-fight interview. That was getting a little bit nauseating, but I think that's it, guys. I wanted to see a much longer fight, a better fight. It was good while it lasted. What we got was good. It's just too bad that the fight was not extended even further, man. You know, and as I've said, and I'm gonna say it again, maybe if they had been testing for the fight and in between fights, maybe we could have got more action, man. What's best for boxing, guys? I'm gonna keep saying it. You're gonna keep seeing me make videos about it, be in the comment section about it. You're gonna see me popping up. I'm gonna keep mentioning this shit, man. If I gotta be a lone wolf making all the noise, or one of the few, because there are others that make comments, but you know, I will be talking about it, man. You know, I will be pointing it out until it's hell, definitely until Spence is subjected. But I want it across the board in boxing, man. Like I said, top 15 champs, all weight classes, all divisions, all sanctioned bodies, man. You know, I want this testing, man. Random year-round testing. So that's it, guys. I think I covered it all, man. One round fight. Wish we could have got more, but you know, Spencer characters are loving it. I know they celebrating. Yeah, I want to see more of a fight, man. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and I will check in with you guys soon, man. Thanks for watching.